Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive.
He'll have a dip! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Davis. Valenciaga. Lo Celso. Forward it goes. Plays it out to the wing. Schalke get it back again. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Great leap! Goal! Schalke! And Schalke have the lead. However they tried to stand in his way, he just was not to be denied.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as an eel the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
Schalke break the deadlock.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
And it's been taken straight back. Kayahon plays it forward. Davis. Di Maria. Oh, good interception. Goretzka. Kostic. He's in! And now they can launch a counter. Tries to get it forward quickly. Out to the left it goes. He's left his man. Nicely controlled. Into the box. Di Maria.
Well, it's a crossing feast here, but I'd advise them to keep a variety in their play to avoid being found out and stopped.
Nobody's going to argue with that. That'll be the final action of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football. One that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we are already promptly back underway. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. It's on! They've scored! The second half sparked straight into life. Oh, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Is it just me, or did he make that look very, very easy? That was terrific skill and composure from him. He finished with such aplomb.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well-matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
And it's Goretzka. Has a swing at it! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Up to meet it! Defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team.
Well positioned to make that interception. Hernandez. Aimed low and direct. Over to the left, dashing forward at pace. What an adventurous run from a defender. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Hernandez goes looking. Horny. He spotted the run and played him through. He's got away. Goes for goal! Really well taken goal. And the comeback is complete. Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So we have a breakthrough.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Forward it goes. And it's got through. Great challenge. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Goretzka. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Well, that just wasn't intelligent. He opened the back door a bit wider by giving up an easier chance.
And he scores! Back in business! Oh, dispatched with certainty.
Well, the keeper probably felt he could read that, but he's guessed completely wrongly. He's gone to the other side.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
So all square, and not for the first, going for goal! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Cuts it out. Aimed low and direct. That's it, they're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, I don't think either manager can have any complaints, really, because nobody quite pushed...